We have some additional topics here we're going to get over to, and this is going to come back to dunking on Nintendo some more. Don't worry, we're not done dunking on Nintendo today. But we're going to talk about the price increase by Sony for PlayStation Plus. They recently announced that they are having a price increase. I don't have the article actually pulled up here, but price increase is coming for PlayStation Plus. I assume there's going to be an increase for all different versions that they have.
Oh yeah.
And of course,
it's like $20 to $40 depending on which tier.
Oh my god.
And what country you live in.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. Well, of course, the number one thing that we think of is that, you know, they're going to be pushing competition against Microsoft, who just won a humongous court hearing. You know, soon enough you'll be able to hear the old episode all about that. But the big question at hand, at least for me, when we talk about the competition between Sony and Microsoft is, hey, okay, so they're going to charge us more for this PlayStation Plus. I have like the top tier with all of the stuff in it and everything, all of the classic library and everything. I've got that. I also have Game Pass with everything, Game Pass Ultimate. My big question with everything, because I love doing this and found it to be a pain in the fucking ass with Sony, is streaming. What can we hope to see with game streaming? Because right now, I hate to tell everyone, I'm a big Sony fan. I know Liz is as well. But the streaming aspect for Sony is hot garbage. Not good. Any takes?
So I don't really have a take. Let me just put it that way. On the stream in particular. Let me put it there. Go ahead, Johnny.
I haven't attempted it myself. Just I've gotten firsthand knowledge of it, but like, it's still like they did this on PS4 and PS5. It's like, why is it so hard to emulate PS3? Like when you're on these different programs like PS1, PS2. Oh yeah, you could just directly download those onto your console. But for some reason, PS3, nope, gotta stream that, and you know, just. It just doesn't. From what I've heard, it works, but then it doesn't work. You know, there's a lot of lag and input. Especially like, say if you sold your PS3 and you had like Third Strike Online Edition, like you're boned. Like not only are you having to worry about, I mean, the rollback on that is great, but like you're also streaming the game from the Sony servers at any time. It's like, why can't they figure out how to put PS3 on like a PS5? Like it's like, I don't know how Xbox did it. They're Black Magic, where that's like, oh yeah, we can do OG Xbox and 360 on there, not streaming, just install the game right on there. They figured that out. Like, why can't Sony?
On a surface level, and like even back during the PS3 era, there was just so many challengers developers had when the console first came out. Like if they were not like a Sony-based studio, you know, with their contracts and everything, a lot of developers had so many difficulties translating like an Xbox game to the PS3. So I don't know like the super duper crazy behind the scenes, like how computers work knowledge, but even thinking about from 10 to 15 years ago, people talking about it like that, there must be something funky in the way that the PS3 is programmed versus all other Sony consoles for whatever heckin' reason it is. But like there's a couple of things, like I guess I don't care about streaming because I'm a physical for life person. And any chance that I can, I always love buying the HD upgrades or remasters, especially physical first. And if there's not a physical, I will buy it cheaply digitally as a download. So like I could not give a squat about the streaming, but I think it's very good for people that like having every single little ice cream flavor of video games to play anytime they want. But like I'm hardcore dedicated to my games and I do wind up replaying them and I don't want that difficulty. But I do have opinions about these price increases otherwise, based upon this context.
Right. I guess to go a little farther into why I'm so upset about the streaming part and with everything else too, one thing, I don't know if a lot of people have looked into it, but they are getting to the point where some PS3 games can actually be downloaded onto the PS5 and played without issue. Can they all do that? No, but some of them. So they're starting to figure it out little bit by bit. But to the point that both of you are making, people may not remember this, but Gabe Newell famously just trashed the PS3, said it was a terrible piece of hardware. Because I think they were trying to get the orange box on the thing, and they were having all sorts of problems, and just said, fuck this thing. They were having so many issues and got upset with it. And I mean, this isn't something he said with his buddies. Like, he publicly trashed the PS3 and then had to walk that back later when they released, I think it was Portal 2 on PlayStation systems.
Yeah.
Oh, he did the walk back like crazy on that one, man. But
I love you, Sony. Sorry.
I love PS3. I love Sony. Oh,
It's
good.
great.
My laundry's done. The big sack of money.
But the biggest issue with that, and one of the reasons why I think we need to keep pushing, Sony to produce this really good experience when it comes to streaming is, one, I truly do believe that's the future. It's just that Google doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with any project ever. So that's an issue. And two, if they're going to increase the price and say that they're competing with Microsoft, well, Microsoft is in the arena of kicking the ass of everybody when it comes to streaming games. If you're going to talk about competing, then compete. Because right now, I can go wherever I want. Like, work could send me to Alaska, and I could be able to pull up my laptop at the airport and play my Xbox games, no problem. Yet, I'm going to have all of these fucking issues trying to do the same thing with PlayStation. Why is that?